in the land of free where legends unfold. Uncharted that story.
This is perhaps one of the most exciting bicycle trips that I've ever anticipated, because I'm returning to an island called Zhifu Island that I discovered when I took a bus there to go for a hike. And I couldn't go for a hike because I couldn't find any trails. But what I did stumble across was a temple. And when I went to that temple, I found a bunch of terracotta warriors. And I couldn't understand, like life-size terracotta warriors. I've been to the original site, they looked exactly the same, and I couldn't believe it, and I had no idea why they were there. And then I came across a sign that said the first emperor of China who created those terracotta warriors actually visited that area of that temple 3 times on Zhifu Island. And basically to mark out the territory of his new empire and to look for the elixir of immortality. So I did some research and confirmed that it's all true. And so now I'm going to do a thorough bicycle trip on all the roads there and do some major exploring to see what else I can find. Apparently the island has been settled since the Neolithic era. So there's a lot of history waiting me. Okay, we're still on our journey, but I'm only about 10 minutes away, and you can just see the mountain in the distance that Qin Shi Huang climbed in his pursuit of the elixir of immortality. And that's where we're going. Okay, I just want to show some of the kind of barriers you come across when you're cycling in China. Like a wall. They're everywhere, and so my journey stops here temporarily till I find an alternative route. The alternative route seems to be the one that doesn't allow bicycles, but I think I'll do it anyway. It's safe here in China, more safe than Canada. Okay, I just want to show that we're getting pretty close to Zhifu Island, what was originally an island, which has now become a peninsula. So you can just imagine Qin Shi Huang coming out here on his horses and seeing this mountain in the distance. The mountain, he thought, where he could find the elixir of immortality. Okay, we're right here at the foot of the mountain, and to your right is where I saw the terracotta warriors. To say it feels a little eerie standing here amongst the terracotta warriors here on Zhifu Island would be an understatement. Qin Shi Huang visited this place, and I guess that's why these terracotta warriors are here. But I don't know the whole story. Apparently it was at this very site where remains were found from a couple thousand years ago. But this whole island has been settled since Neolithic times. So there's actually a burial site of a prince from even before China was a country. So it seems like quite the historic site. And in the background is the biggest mountain called Laoye, which is the biggest mountain on the island, which apparently he climbed. Emperor Qin Shi Huang was the Chinese ruler most famous for pursuing immortality. His dream of an empire that would last 10,000 generations required him to live forever. After failing to find an elixir in Yantai, he sent his chief alchemist, Xu Fu, to the eastern seas with 3,000 girls and boys from good families to find the mystical Penglai Island, said to be the home of immortals and where the elixir could be found. Records of the grand historian Sima Qian tell the story of Xu Fu halting his journey, making himself king of the region where he landed, and never returning, and that people were so filled with sorrow and bitterness that 6 out of every 10 families favored revolt. Emperor Qin Shi Huangdi died after ingesting what is thought to be an elixir involving mercury in his quest for immortality. So, in the end, he only lived for 49 years. After his death in 210 BC, he was succeeded by one of his sons, but very quickly the failure of the Qin dynasty to consolidate imperial rule became clear. The Qin had failed to break local centers of power, and revolt spread throughout the empire. The Qin Empire, with its dreams of lasting 10,000 generations, had fallen in just 14 years. Qin, once again, was only one state among many before it fell in 206 BC. For more videos on Chinese culture, please like and subscribe and follow.